Cebu, the heart of the Philippines. From the treasure of pristine beaches to awesome underwater wonders. The land of intense faith and diverse culture. Hi, my fellow viewers. I'm Sheila Mae Gumapon, your host for the new episode of the Journal. Today, we take you to one of the most historical and significant sites, the minor Basilica of the Holy Child of Cebu, Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu. So what are you waiting for? Together, let's explore this beautiful city of the South. Standing tall in the heart of the city of Cebu is a magnificent structure and the home of the Holy Child. The Basilica Minore del Santo Niño, also known as the Minor Basilica of the Holy Child of Cebu. This place is where the Christianity in the Philippines began. Welcome to the Magellan's Cross of Cebu, Philippines. On this very place, the first baptism in the Philippines was held, and that marked the beginning of the introduction of Christianity in the country. We have more to explore about the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu, so come and join me. The Basilica del Santo Niño de Cebu is also a popular destination among tourists and pilgrims. We see people coming in and out of the church. Some are lighting candles while others are offering their gifts and flowers to the Holy Child.
The Santo Niño, he's the patron saint over Cebu and the Cebu area. He forged a destiny between me and Gemma. We come here anytime we're downtown, we try to make it down here.
Hello Sheila, welcome to the Basilica Minore del Santo de Cebu, and this is the home of the original and the miraculous image of Señor Santo Niño, and at the same time this is where the first seed of Christianity was planted in 1521. 500 years of Christianity is a commemorative marker celebrating the 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines.
Father, I noticed a beautiful carved images on the facade of the basilica. So can you tell us more about this beautiful carved images of the facade?
This was built and finished in 1740. As you can see in the facade, there are a lot of carvings of saints. The design and the style of the facade is made out of Baroque and Neo-Gothical style and Romanesque style. This home of Señor Santo Niño is under the administration, under the care of the Augustinians, the Order of St. Augustine. This has been maintained for 100 of years already, and since 1740. What's left in the church since 1740 is the facade and the wall, because the entire church was underwent a renovation in 1965 during the 4th centenary of the Christianization of the Philippines.
Thank you so much, Father, and I can't wait to learn more from you about this beautiful structure of the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu.
Thank you also, Sheila, for having me.
Okay. Father was just telling us about this beautiful structure that was preserved in its original stone texture and color, and this church is also considered the mother and head of all churches in the Philippines because Cebu is also known as the cradle of Christianity. So let's learn more and explore about this place, about the beautiful church of the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu. Now we see the interior of the Basilica Church, which is magnificent and elegant, very beautiful altar. On the main altar, we can see the different Augustinian saints and blesseds. And on the center of the retablo is the image of the Santo Niño, the very place where the original image of the child Jesus was placed before it was transferred to a chapel for more accessible veneration. Another thing is that this church has undergone several transformations from the first time it was built during the Miguel Lopez de Legazpi expedition. The first church was made of bamboo leaves and nipa, and later on it was turned into a stone texture, which is now the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu. This is the image of the Ecce Homo de Cebu. The image of the Ecce Homo de Cebu is the second oldest religious icon in the Philippines and is believed to be part of the 1521 expedition of Magellan. According to some records, the image of the Ecce Homo de Cebu was found in a coffin believed to be that of Araha, or the king of Cebu.
The history of the Basilica Minore del Santo de Cebu and the devotion to the miraculous image of Señor Santo Niño can be all traced back to 1521. In 1521, Magellan and his expedition arrived in the Philippines. What happened in 1521 was the baptism of the king of Cebu, Ra Humabon. After the baptism, the queen asked for the image of Señor Santo Niño. And 44 years later, another Spanish expedition of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi arrived in Cebu. The following day of their arrival, the image of Señor Santo Niño was found in a burned hut. One of the soldiers of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi found an image inside a box. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, he was not alone in the expedition. They were accompanied by the Augustinians, the Order of St. Augustine. The image was entrusted to the Augustinians, and since then, Augustinians had been the caretakers of the miraculous image of Señor Santo Niño.
The devotion of the Santo Niño is really a preparation for the real faith. Religious belief of our forefathers in different forms of goddesses was replaced by the true faith through the Santo Niño. Without the Santo Niño, there were no celebration here in Cebu. Sinolog dance, a traditional dance. While dancing, we offer prayers to the Santo Niño. And in every petition, we say, Pit Señor. Pit Señor means a call to God. The Santo Niño is always with us. He is asking each one of us to spread this devotion. He is reminding us that He is the reign and creator of the world.
In 2015, na-diagnose ko og breast cancer. Ningon ang doktor nga clinically stage 4 to siya.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, and I was told to undergo operation, chemotherapy, and radiation.
Grabe ang among pag-ampo nga unta, milagruhan mi niya nga
I fervently prayed to the Santo Niño for a miracle, for Him to heal me so that I can survive, since I cannot leave my children yet, since they are still so young and I cannot afford to leave them without their mother.
Yeah, nahadlok man ko ng radiation kay kanang.
When I was told to undergo radiation, I was hesitant because I was afraid of the process. So I kept on praying to Señor Santo Niño for healing.
Sampit ko ni Señor Santo Niño nga ayuha ko. Yeah, usa sa dili ko ganahan mo kuan anang radiation.
My family and I were also asking for Santo Niño's guidance as to what we should do.
Sa Ginoo moingon jud pag human akong operasyon walay abot sa usa ka semana.
In less than a week after my operation, my stitch was healed and dried up immediately.
Hangtod man na dire, milagruhan ang amo gyud pagtugil, milagruhan gyud mi Señor Santo Niño kay dili.
I really believed that it was through the miracle of Santo Niño that I was able to survive cancer. I am very grateful to the Santo Niño that He healed me and I can still be with my children and we are complete as a family.
It all began on March 26, 2017. I was asked to celebrate a Holy Mass in one of the chapels in a city parish. So with my motorcycle, I rushed. I did not notice that when I crossed from the left to the right lane, I stumbled down. And it was very hard. I hit the ground very hard that I broke all these bones here on my left, both on my left and on my right hands, including this right part of my face. My depression added up. It got intensified. One quiet afternoon, someone knocked on the door. When Mama opened the door, it was a little boy. His face was not stressed. He was smiling. There was radiance. Right at that very moment, we already felt unusual. The child said, "Can I have some water?" She asked the child, "Why water?" The boy replied, "I thirst, and they did not give me water." At that moment, what immediately entered into my consciousness was Jesus on the cross. When he was hanging on the cross, he asked for water. But they did not give him water. The child was looking at me and he was smiling. So when Mama handed the water to the child thanked Mama. He thank you, and he left. So Mama was curious. The boy looked back and smiled at Mama. It was the Santo Niño, Ma. And I was crying at that time. I was crying. And I immediately uttered a prayer. Lord, how did you know that I am depressed? Thank you for visiting me. The day after that child visited us, I can tell this confidently. With all my mind and heart, I was totally healed. That was the start of my mission, my second life. That in your deepest pain, the Lord is with you. That is how God works. And that is my story.
One of the most beautiful things that we can see inside the Basilica Church is the painting on its ceiling. On this part, we can see the painting of the story of creation. On the center portion of the church, we can see the introduction of Christianity in the Philippines. We now see the beautiful pipe organ inside the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu, which is considered as one of the largest pipe organs in the Philippines, and is used for celebrations such as Feast of the Holy Father St. Augustine and during the Feast of Señor Santo Niño de Cebu. From this point of view, we also see the beautiful altar of the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu. As we walk down the aisle, we can also see an alley of paintings or a gallery of paintings. These paintings depict the story of the Santo Niño de Cebu from 1521 up to present. As we continue to walk down this hallway, this is already leading to the Santo Niño Marble Chapel and the Adoration Chapel of the Basilica del Santo Niño de Cebu. Now we're here at the Santo Niño Marble Chapel. This chapel houses the original image of the Santo Niño de Cebu as gifted to Queen Juana in 1521. As you can see, this chapel is filled with a long queue of people waiting for their turn to venerate and pay homage to the Holy Child. The original image of the Santo Niño is made of wood and is around 12 to 13 inches long. This glass is also made bulletproof for its safety and security. The last time the image or the original image of the Santo Niño was used for an outside activity was in 1993 during the solemn foot procession in celebration of the Fiesta Señor. At this very moment, this image is only taken out once a year for its revesting in time of his Fiesta Señor held every third Sunday of January. The devotion to the Santo Niño is one of the most popular devotions in the country. As we exit the Santo Niño Marble Chapel, we go back to the Basilica del Santo Niño de Cebu Church, and on my right is a beautiful garden which also serves as a place for people to relax, to unwind, take a break from the daily hustle here in Cebu. So the Basilica del Santo Niño is one of the most visited churches in the Philippines, where people from all walks of life visit and pay homage to the child Jesus. So you will also see different photographs of the Fiesta Señor celebration. We can see different scenes at the Pilgrim Center where people bring their own images of the Santo Niño, light up candles, and offer their prayers and intentions. So we also see another replica of the image of the Santo Niño de Cebu, and this replica was used or is used for the fluvial processions every Vésperas of the Fiesta Señor celebration. So the fluvial procession is a reenactment of the arrival of the image in the island of Cebu, where thousands of water vessels participate in unity, in honor of the Holy Child, Señor Santo Niño de Cebu. So this is the Pilgrim Center of the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu, where every Fridays and Sundays masses are held. This area is filled with people from all over the world visiting and attending the Mass to pay homage to the Holy Child. As we go along, we can also see from these premises the candle vendors of the Basilica selling candles, offering prayers and intentions of the people who approaches them, who asks for their help, for prayers, for miracles and intentions.
Despite being a candle vendor and my strong devotion to the Santo Niño, my faith was tested when my marriage failed. Then I prayed to Señor Santo Niño for guidance and strength so that I may be able to endure all the pain for the sake of my children. In 2012, my child had dengue and was admitted to one of the city hospitals in Cebu. I prayed to Santo Niño and he immediately answered my prayer. Despite all the hardships, I remain faithful to him. And I continue to help the people in praying their intentions to the Santo Niño. We offer prayers for the people who ask for our help, especially in their most difficult times.
The candle area is where the pilgrims and devotees light up candles to offer their prayers to the Holy Child, Señor Santo Niño. Here in a place which features the different collections of the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu dating back to the 17th century. So come on, let's go! So, hi, Father.
Hi, Miss Sheila.
So, Father, we're here at the Basilica del Santo Niño Museum. So, Father, can you tell us more of the collections that we have here inside?
Yes, this museum was established in 1965, and collections here include 17th century vestments, Magna Capa, and the inner vestment of the Señor. We also have here liturgical vestments and liturgical vessels, and some of them are still used until now.
Father, aside from the vestments of the Santo Niño, we also notice that we see here a collection of old books.
Yes.
So what are these books all about?
So these books here, they are acts, they are determinations, they are decisions of friars, of the Augustinian friars. They go back to the 17th century.
I mean, one thing that I also noticed that we have different paintings and images of the Santo Niño
Certainly,
inside the museum.
certainly we have portraits of the Santo Niño de Cebu, and we have also paintings related to the finding of the second oldest religious icon here in the Philippines, particularly in Cebu, that is the Eche Homo de Cebu.
So thank you so much, Father. I can't wait to see more of this collection as we explore the museum of the Basilica.
You're welcome, and thank you very much
Thank you so
for your
much,
visit.
Father.
Thank you.
The minor Basilica of the Holy Child of Cebu is not just a church, but a symbol of faith, resilience, and devotion of the Filipino people. The devotion to the Santo Niño radiates the message of unity and humility, as he is the Batubalani sa Gugma, or the magnet of love. If you ever have the chance to visit Cebu, visit this magnificent church and experience its rich history and cultural tradition that it embodies.